Just going over the start finish line, 1 lap to go in this third and fourth cat road race. It's been an hour and a half long. I've normalised about 350 watts. It's 27 miles an hour average. This has been a hard race, but I would quite like to win. But the question is, did I throw away the win with how I ride on this last lap? Bit of context, I am not a sprinter. I'm mostly a triathlete. If I'm going to win this race, I need to win it from a reduced group or a solo breakaway. So that is my strategy. Coming into this corner here, we turn into a slight headwind. I'm on the front, so I know I'm going to kick out this corner hard and try and create some separation behind. That is my max sprint. That's all I've got. It is clearly not enough to break up the bunch. I was hoping that after an hour and a half of racing that people would perhaps let me go, but that is not the case. So as you can see there, that effort was fruitless. So this next straight, you see the map in the top left-hand corner of the screen. This bit is an ever so slight headwind, and then we turn left, which is quite a sharp corner, and then left again. And that bit is like a cross tailwind the whole way and ever so slightly downhill. So I want to be on this second to last corner at or near the front, have some legs to kick on, or be solo off the front. Basically, that is where I see the race ending pretty much, because it's going to be hard to move up or to do too much in those last two straights. Now I want to maintain position here. Behind me on the red bike with the white helmet and white and black jersey is my teammate Dan, so I have him in mind as well. I have half promised him a lead out. He doesn't trust me too much, but I said if it's all together on the last lap and if I feel like I can do something for you, then I will. Spoiler alert, I don't do too much for him. So there's a few riders behind me here. There's probably a bunch of about 35 or 40 all told. I'm sitting second wheel, doing 300 watts. My max heart rate is about 175. I don't think I should have nudged on here. I think I should have sat behind him there. Maybe that's my first mistake, but it is what it is. I want to be positioned well so that when things like this happen and riders come past at a bit of pace, I can surge on. I haven't got to put a big attack in, and I can go with them so that if it's stretching out, if we're really creating separation, that I am in that front split, so I've got a chance of winning the race. So I'm now third wheel. This first rider is just pushing on at the front. Second rider's holding his wheel, and I'm not really holding the wheel, am I? I've got about 2 or 3 meters gap in between us, and it's kicking on. But I'm doing 500 watts. Like, what more do you want from me? To 29 miles an hour, so I'm still getting a decent draft here, but not as much as if I was on the wheel. My teammate Dan behind me is shouting, "Ease up, let them go." But I thought that it was one of the teammates of the riders up ahead behind shouting that. This rider in front flicks his elbow. I think, oh yeah, whatever. You're just joking, like winding me up. No, actually, he can't hold the wheel, so I'm coming round. Decision to make here. Do I let this rider ride off and expect for him to be brought back, or do I close the gap here? I am sick of myself hesitating and second guessing myself and then just missing things by hesitating. So I committed early on to, right, I'm gonna manage this gap myself. I know I've got a teammate on my wheel. I'm holding about threshold here, so it is hard, but it's not stupid hard, and I'm just trying to manage the gap. I'm not really trying to close him down too much or too fast. He's got 2 teammates in the bunch behind me, so I know that they're not going to be working, and I just worried that if I let him go, he'd all of a sudden have 10, 20, 30 seconds and he'd be gone, and then the chance of winning the race is gone. So I'm 50-50 here, like sacrificing myself potentially for my teammate behind me, but also thinking if I don't go too deep here, maybe I can hold the wheel and position myself well. However, this left-hand bend that I wanted to be well positioned for, I'm just getting absolutely swamped here. I kicked on, but I've burnt myself out on that last straight. I half thought here, right, if I can get around this corner well, kick on out the corner, I'm still going to be sort of 10th, 12th wheel. Why? It's not, well, you feel good until you don't feel good, right? As you can see there, I just got absolutely swamped. I'm still pressing on thinking, oh, maybe I can sit on the back of the bunch and move up, but that is it. That is the story of my road race today. So, Dan, you're welcome for me dropping you off a mile and a half off of the finish line. I rolled in at the back of the bunch, and that was my race done. These lanes now are too tight and twisty to move up, really, especially when they're doing 30 odd miles an hour and when I'm already like pretty much at max effort. So that was my race, but feel free to let me know how you would have rode that down below.